Oh, my stars! Could it be my little, Loafy? It's me! Your great grandmother from the past times!
Gam Gam?
Yeah, neon green is good. This is a good color for me. It's fierce. Oh, what? No! You can't let them escape! Stop them!
Gam Gam, how could you?
I ain't no one's Gam Gam, sucker! You just got time trapped!
Not since the last time I checked.
That's just going to be a bunch of silence from me for a second. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pining for the Falls, the podcast where we are no one's Gam Gam. No one.
Not since the last time I checked.
Yeah, I mean, you know, things change. You never know what's going to happen, but as far as we know, no one's Gam Gam. I'm Fire Princess Lily, and I am joined, as always, by my good friend, Doc Sea Monster. How you doing there, Doc?
I'm great. I've had a really nice day. Had my first day back at work for the year. Uh, it's all good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. What you been up to? Because we took a couple weeks off.
Let's see. Well, mostly busy with the holidays. You know how it is. Um, watch some things, listen to music. I had a really good kolache this morning.
Nice. Was it actually a kolache or was it like the sausage thing?
Oh, it was a sausage thing. Okay, so it was jalapeno sausage and cheese,
Oh, nice.
but there was a piece of bacon like laid over the top before it's baked. So it's like a crispy bacon on the top, plus the sausage and cheese. It was so good.
Nice.
A mutual friend of ours, for the sake of being a little bit more social, I've been giving her rides to and from work.
Mm-hmm.
But I take her up in the morning, and we get like either breakfast at like a diner or like from a or like from a donut shop, and then I go and take her home in the night. And it's been really nice to hang out and get some nice food.
Yeah, sounds good.
It is it has it's good little extra thing to do, you know.
Yeah.
How about on your end?
Well, you know, mostly work. Did a bunch of watching
Yeah.
of wrestling. There was so much wrestling. Kota Ibushi has descended and become God, so that's cool. Love that. Um, I'm hoping it just leads to a story where he and Kenny Omega wrestle for all the belts in wrestling, just all of them. That would be amazing. Won't get into too much detail for that, but suffice it to say, just a big week in wrestling last week. Like, it started on Sunday and didn't end until Saturday. There's just so much wrestling. Oof. And I even missed some things. I did not watch um, New Japan's Super Strong. That's my bad, but I mean, I have to have some time where I don't watch wrestling as much as I like it. What else? What else is going on? Did not get involved with an insurrection last week. You know, I can say that. Good job, me. Self high five. Um, didn't try to overthrow the government.
Always good.
Oh, I mean, always good. Um, you know, I just appreciate that I am not an idiot in that regard. I am enjoying, and maybe I should, maybe it's bad of me to enjoy, but I am enjoying all the numerous videos of those people who are finding out that they can't fly home anywhere.
Those are good. Those are real good.
It feels so nice to watch, and they're like, and they don't, and they don't get it. That's the only frustrating part about those videos is that they don't get why they're suddenly on no-fly lists. I was watching one of them, and the guy was like, I'm being like kicked off this plane for standing up for free speech. And it's like, no, buddy. No. That's not why you got kicked off the plane. You got kicked off the plane because you went to the Capitol with the intent to murder people in Congress. That's also why you'll be arrested.
You tried to do a fucking coup, you morons.
It's like, what did you think was... I mean, I know what you thought was going to happen. But
Yeah, I know you... Yeah, what they thought was going to happen was they're going to install President for Life Trump.
Yeah.
If that's what they fucking thought they were going to do.
Did not happen for them.
None of them will admit it. Like, that's what they fucking were planning to do.
I mean, they don't have to admit it because they already did. They don't have to admit it now because they already did on their Safe Space Parlor, which got just hacked to bits. 7 gigabytes worth of information taken from Parlor before it shut down. And that included pictures that people were posting there from their time at the Capitol, and with all the geotagging, all their driver's license for verifying themselves for Parlor, emails, deleted messages that they were trying to, scrub from the internet. After, oops, there are consequences to our actions. All that's just been, that got pulled. And I assume it's just in the hands of authorities now. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's like you play dumb games, you get dumb prizes. So, that is what that is. Saw a video of the guy, the guy who stole the podium?
Yeah.
Saw a video of his attorney, and the press was asking him, so does it hurt your case at all that there's a picture of your client at the place with the item at the time of the incident? He's like, yeah, I mean, that definitely does not look good for us. I'm not a magician, and neither is my client, so there's not a lot of ways to explain how that happened other than he was just there. It's like, wow. What a defense. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Right
now, it just feels good. To see all this go down.
Certainly. The more consequences there are for those people, the better it is for everybody else.
Yep. I mean, it's not going to stop them from trying something on Inauguration Day, but, we shall see.
Well, with 4 or 5 dozen of them in fucking jail, that might send the right message.
I mean, here's hoping.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about Gravity Falls?
Sure, I'd love to.
Yeah, I don't really have any much else to talk about since I'm not going deep into wrestling since we did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I'm sparing you a second, serving of that. So, we watched Season 2, Episode 8, Blendin's Game, which is probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire series. I love this episode. I think this episode's great. It really, fleshes out the world just a little bit more. It didn't really need to, but boy, did they. I like it.
Certainly.
Oh, go ahead.
I had a really fun time with this episode.
Yeah. It's too bad it didn't do very good in the ratings, but that's season 2 for you. It took too long to come out, and it came out in like weird bursts.
Remember when TV shows used to come out once a week for
Yeah.
so most of our audience might be too young to remember this, but TV shows used to come out once a week at a specific time on one channel, and they would air new episodes from like September to December, take like a month off, then run from February to March, and you'd get a whole season once a week at the same time in the same place. In fact, it used to be kind of a snow clone. Same time, same channel.
Unless it came from Japan, because then once you got to the latest episode, they'd restart the whole thing.
Yeah, but like that was an old meme. That was an old meme. Even same place or same time, same channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's a very old meme. But yeah, we used to be able to like see things at an expected time, an expected place. Not like the second season on a different channel at random times of day in clusters of 5 episodes, 1 day a week, then nothing for 3 months.
If I'm not mistaken, season 2 took like a couple of years to finish.
Yeah. And I know animation does take a lot longer to make. I'm not denying that, but man, yeah.
Like season 1 came out in an orderly manner, and then season 2, that schedule was just bonkers. What's let's see. Just looking something up. Yeah. So season 2 of Gravity Falls, the first episode of season 2 came out in August of 2014, and it ended in February of 2016. So, wackadoo schedule. Let's start the episode though. We are at the Infinitarium in the year I don't even know. that 7 has a tilde over it, so
I think it's pronounced. I think the episode is pronounced Snevendy. Sneven.
So 20,070 Schnevendy 01.
Yeah.
Oof, what a year. Oh, there's a 2 at the end of that. Anyway, sirens are going off, and we see a man in a cloak running. He's going through like the streets. It's very, very futuresque, very cyberpunk. And he's being chased by a bunch of guards. They're like, man, we got ahead of this guy. Nobody's broken out of the Infinitarium before. He's either the bravest time convict or the dumbest. It's the dumbest because he just trips. He turns his head, runs into a wall, and then falls over some barrels and hits his time knee. It's just his knee on the ground. He's like, oh, my time knee. Oh, time dang it. It's Blendin from the Time Traveler's Pig. And they're like, yeah, this guy's the dumbest. Anyway, you're surrounded by the Time Paradox Enforcement Squadron. Anything you can say has already been used against you in future courts. It's time, Blendin. Let's end the end of the timeline. Any last words? Blendin's like shaking and like stuttering. He's like, I have a Globnar. What is Globnar? We're gonna find out. But everybody's like, oh man, Globnar. And they're like, okay, well, just speak the name of the century of those accused, and we'll get this started. It's like the 2 kids that ruined my life, Dipper and Mable Pines in the 21st century. And we get a live feed of Dipper and Mable just kind of beating each other with wiffle ball bats. It's pretty good. But all of this futuristic year has been informed that there will be a Globnar. I'm sorry, did you need me to pause?
No.
Okay. So we're going to skip the title card. And we cut back to present days times where Dipper is trying to get some snacks out of the vending machine and it does not work. He's trapped and everything is terrible forever. So that's when Zeus comes in. He's like, hey, I know how to get this thing to work. And he like taps on the machine and like hits it with his elbow. And he just opens it up and throws a bunch of candy at them. They're like, whoa, this is amazing. And I was like,
He's
go ahead.
straight up Fonzie's it.
Yeah, he Fonzies it. Mabel just eats it, wrapper and all. And Dipper says, Zeus, you are the greatest human to ever live. And Mabel's now choking on wrappers. He's like, hey, no sweat, dude. I'd do anything for the Pines family. That's when Grunkle Stan calls. He's like, Zeus, I need to scratch myself in two places at once. He's like, and I mean anything. Coming, Mr. Pines. Then he runs away. But that's when Dipper notices that Zeus's wallet has just been left behind. He's like, oh man, I better go return this. But Mabel's like, wait, I've never seen Zeus's wallet before. Let's take a look inside. Let's see what's going on. Let's learn his secrets. They pull it out and like, yeah, I don't know if he should, but Dipper pulls out his Big Guns laser tag membership. Like, whoa, he's got a laser tag membership. I didn't know they even let grown-ups in there. And look, emergency salami. Zeus, my respect for you has grown. They reveal that his name is Jesus Alsmarero Ramirez. That middle name's weird. Like, he's an organ donor. His birthday is July 13th. Wait a minute. That's today. I'm like, whoa, that's weird. I wonder why he didn't tell anybody. He's like, duh, he probably wants everybody to throw him a big old surprise party. I can relate. I've been waiting for a surprise party my whole life. They're like, that's when Candy runs in, yells surprise, and throws confetti everywhere. She's like, too late, little too late, Candy. She's like, oh, walks away. We cut to the outside where Grinda is painting a sign that said, it's your birthday, yo, with 5 exclamation points. And it was like, we need more. And she's like, yeah, you guys thought of everything. And it's like, yeah, come on, Grinda. We're twins. We've shared every single birthday we've ever had together. We know what we're doing. We know how to make them perfect. And they do a cool birthday handshake that ends in party blowers. It's like, all right, everybody, places. I hear Zeus's footsteps. Everybody, be quiet. That's when Candy is pulling a blindfolded Zeus to the party. He's like, there better be a cool hummingbird that you promised me. It better be here. And they're like, 1, 2, 3, pull off his blindfold and say, hey, a surprise! Happy birthday, you king on earth! We got everything you love. Cake-flavored pizza, pizza-flavored cake, and one more treat. The Raz Dazzler. It's Toby Determined doing a shoe shuffle. It's bad to look at, but it's funny. It's like, it's Razzle Dazzle. This is what my life has become. Zeus looks super uncomfortable. And Mabel's like, everybody get together. It's time for a photo of birthday smiles. And Zeus looks sad. Real sad. He's like, Zeus, what's wrong? He's like, it's nothing. I gotta fix a pipe or something. And he walks away from this party. It's like, whoa, did you guys see Zeus? That's what Wendy says as she comes walking around the corner along with Grunkle Stan. They're like, what happened to you? Oh no. Okay, guys, you didn't know, so it's not your fault, but Zeus hates his birthday. They're like, what? They're like, yeah, it's a total mystery as to why, but ever since he's been like a kid, he doesn't like it. It's some weird personal biz. And Mabel's like, there's gotta be something we can do. And Wendy's like, no, we've tried everything. Grunkle Stan says, I even petitioned the government to have this day removed from calendars. Now I'm not allowed on airplanes. Oh, very poignant for the times we live in. God damn it. That's great.
As if that's the only reason that Stan's not allowed on airplanes.
Yeah, right. Zeus, we cut over to Zeus, who's pulled out an old looking postcard that says, "Hello from New Orleans." And he just sighs as he looks at you. Everybody's like looking in over Zeus from the distance, and when he's like, "I don't know, guys. Maybe we should just leave him alone, you know?" He's like, "Come on, nobody should have to be alone on their birthday. There's gotta be a way to cheer him up. We just need to try harder." And Mabel's like, "You're right, Dipper. It's time for us to bring out the big guns." And that's when everybody takes Zeus to laser tag. But he has a great line here that says, "Blindfold me once, shame on you. Blindfold me twice. Wait a minute. Hot dog smell. Sticky floors. Future sounds. Laser tag. I love laser tag. How did you guys know? We definitely didn't rifle through your wallet," says Mabel. Or like, welcome to the a TV says, "Welcome to the year 8000. Society collapsed. Fog machines everywhere." We cut over to Wendy, who's like, "Are these walls just mattresses spray painted purple?" Girl says, "Yeah, I think this place used to be like a mattress store." Zeus is like, "Guys, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm up for this today." It's like, "Don't worry, Zeus. As soon as you start playing, you're going to have a great time. We're going to be there with you no matter what. We won't leave your side, we promise." He's like, "Well, I guess I could give it a shot for you guys." And the alarms go off. The doors open. Zeus has to tie his shoes as everybody runs in. And he doesn't notice that Mable and Dipper run into a weird futuristic laser cage that opened up. And they're like, "Whoa, this is even cooler than I imagined. Look how real these guys are." Mable kicks what she thinks are dummies in the crotch, but it's a cod piece. It says, "Kicks deflected. Thank you for buying digital cod pieces." Zeus runs in just as the time door closes. He's like, "Mable, Dipper?" But yeah, they are trapped in the future, and like, you can't kick your way through that. That's solid timetanium. There's only one way out of here. And Blid is like, "Through me." He's like, his camouflage is still messing up, and so you can't see his body at first. It's pretty good. It's a good gag. I like it. He says, "That's what it would have been like if I had gotten it right the very first chance," as he says, "Through me one more time." But, you know, it's still effective. They gasp. They're like, "Hey,
They get the gist.
huh?"
They get the gist.
They get the gist, yeah. They're like, "Hey, you're the time traveler guy. What was your name again?" He's like, they're like, "Blendo, Blondin." They're like, "Blar Blar." Oh, there it is. That's it, Blar Blar, which is pretty good. It's like, "It's Blendin Blandin. How can you not know my name after you ruined my life?" They're like, He's like, "Initiate flashback. It was after you stole my time device to win your stupid pig. I was cast out of the time anomaly removal crew, my whole life's purpose. And then I was given a 10 squared life sentence in time prison. I spent every day since then planning my vengeance. And now finally it has come." They're like, "Look, we're sorry about all that, but we are way in the middle of something really important right now. It's our friend's birthday. We promised we wouldn't leave his side." He's like, "What? You think some dumb birthday matters right now? Do you know where you are? Welcome to Globnar." He points outside their time prison, and we get just a look of people falling through portals, being on fire, fighting time goos. It is crazy pants, messed up times. It's gladiatorial.
More exciting than laser tag. More exciting than laser tag.
More exciting than laser tag for sure. More dangerous too.
Probably.
But it is explained that the winner gets a precious time wish and then decides the loser's fate. We watch as a man does win Globnar and puts his thumb down on his opponent, and he gets just disintegrated. And Blood is like, "The two of you are officially challenged. Haha. Now I need my war paint." And Mabel's like, "Dipper, we gotta get out of this." But how? Dipper spies some time tape. If you remember from the Time Traveler's Pig, he's like, "I've got a plan. Like, hang in there, Zeus. We're coming for you." Zeus is walking around a laser tag. He's like, requesting backup. Mabel, Dipper, where are you? Robbie's there, and he's just being a huge dick. This is like, dudes, where are you? But we cut back over to the twins, and Mabel starts with this awesome plan that should never have worked, but it did. She's like, hey, could it be my little, she's looking at this guard, and she sees his name tag as Lolf. She's like, Lolfie, it's me, your great, 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 great grandmother from the past times. This guard is hard staring her down, but his expression changes. He's like, Gam Gam? That's when Dipper steals the tape. Of course, Blendin turns his face just to notice this happening. He's like, no, you can't let them escape. Stop them. The guard's like, Gam Gam, how could you? She's like, I ain't no one's Gam Gam, sucker. You just got time tricked. There's a slow motion no.
Later, we would find out.
Go ahead.
Later, we would find out that Mabel is in fact Lolf's ancestor. It's a very timey-wimey type situation.
Yeah, absolutely. The male's like, hurry, back to Zeus's party. And he's like, okay, I think I got it. He pulls the time tape, and they disappear back into the past. Unfortunately, they go too far. They are back in the laser tag store, but it's Mr. Z's mattresses. It's like we went too far in the past. Like time travel, man. Why you gotta be so complicated? That's when Blendin and the time cops also appear. The twins dive under a bed. They're like, "You better find those kids." They're like, "You'll get your justice, Blendin." He's like, "I want to keep stammering until you find them." And then he starts stammering forever while they walk away. They're like, "I hate that guy." Like, well, let's move. Let's get out of here. Let's find those kids. And they leave the store. They was like, okay, it's fine. We just got to go forward in 10 years and get back before Zeus even realizes we're gone. And they're like, oh no, yeah. The time thingy, it's busted. They broke their time tape. And like he fixes, like, maybe I'll need some tools. I think I know where to get some. They spot a sign for the Mystery Shack. It says Mystery Shack, 1 mile. The sign outside of the mattress store is pretty great. It says, price is so low, we'll go bankrupt, showing why they became a laser tag place. So the twins are walking through old-timey, quote-unquote, gravity falls.
It's like 1995.
It's like 95, yeah. Sometime around there. Except for Sheriff Blubs' hair is very reminiscent of the 80s in this scene. So I don't know. But Tyler Cutie Biker's shirt is definitely from the 90s.
Yeah.
We also see the tattoo guy getting his first tattoo, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Bud's Autos just had a baby. So they're having a sale, but somebody's drawn devil horns on little Gideon. It's pretty good.
Very precise.
Yep. And we see Toby Determined becoming the Razzdazzler. He's like, look out, Broadway. Here I come. Mabel taps on the glass. And she's like, this dream goes nowhere, Toby. He's like, aw, marbles. Which is pretty good, honestly. This is when Wendy and Tambry pull up on their little play school tricycles. And they're like, oh, whoops, sorry. Tambry says, hey, my friend thinks you're cute, pointing at Dipper. She's like, shut up, Tambry, and shoves her off. She's like, huh. And Dipper's like, oh, thanks, but I mean, you're super young, so this is weird. And Mabel's like, and now you know how she feels, you creep. Mabel walks away as Dipper nervously chuckles. He's like, wait a minute. Wow. Realizing, yeah, that's exactly how Wendy feels. They do make it to the Mystery Shack where Gurgle stands like, come see my latest attraction. And they're like, okay, the coast is clear. Now's our chance. They're gonna sneak in, grab some tools. We also see a baby goat. Really great. And they just jump inside the mission.
Baby Gompers.
Go ahead.
Baby Gompers is really adorable.
Totally adorable. They do pop in the window and find some tools, and Dipper starts working on the time tape. They come across a kid, and who's banging on the snack machine to get a snack to fall. And Mabel's like, "Hey, allow me. You just need to know a guy on the inside." She does the exact Fonz-like move that Zeus taught her. It's like, here we go. Just reaching inside. She's like, she goes to hand him snacks, but realizes it's Zeus. Dipper fixes the timetable, or at least he thinks he does. And she's like, Dipper, look. He's like, no way. It's like, and it's Zeus. It is totally Zeus. They're just having a birthday trip to the Mystery Shack. His abuelita shows up, and she's like, mi preciso. You keep wandering off. You don't want to be late for your big day. And she takes him home. They're like, big day? This could be the birthday. The birthday where the personal biz went down. We can find out why Zeus hates his birthday. And Dipper's like, okay, but let's be quick. So they go to Zeus's party. There are kids and older cousins giving Zeus cheek pinches. And, like, everybody's having a real good time. The cousin, we find out that they're cousins, but their older girls are like, oh, look who's gotten cuter and more handsome as he's getting older. And then they walk away, and his abuelita's like, you're such a hit with the ladies. And he's like, they're my cousins. And like, that's okay. I got you a race car cake. Dipper's like, man, I don't know why Zeus hates birthdays. This looks great. That's when a kid sits down in a chair next to Zeus. He's like, sorry, dude, could you move seats? That's the seat of honor. Like, who's it for? It's like, oh, it's for my dad, actually. I haven't seen him in like 8 years, but he's coming today. Oh, the doorbell rings, and he's like, oh, that must be him. He wipes his face off and runs away. The twins look super worried as they watch Zeus run through the house and prepare himself to open the door to meet his dad for the first time. He's like, all right, Zeus, today's the big day. Be cool. Be cool. He opens the door. And it's not his dad. It's a mailman, and he's got a postcard from New Orleans. He's like, hey, this is for Zeus. And says, sorry, champ, couldn't make it this year. Real busy again. See you next year for sure, Dad. And Zeus just looks super heartbroken. That's when his older cousin, whose name I've totally forgotten, the one that looks like him, says, hey, don't sweat it, cuz. You'll see him next year. He's like, yeah. Next year. And he puts in this postcard into a box of postcards that all have the words sorry champ on them. He's like, I'm gonna go
it's bad.
It's bad. He's like, I'm gonna go lay down. You dudes party on without me. He's like, wait, what about your presents? It's a keyboard. But Zeus is just too sad. He walks away. And the twins are like, wow, so that's why Zeus hates his birthday. It's the day he realized his dad wasn't coming back. And Mabel's like, how much partying can fix that? Before Dipper can answer, he gets sprayed by Tiny Robbie in the face with water. And we go to commercial. We cut back to Zeus being sad on his bed. And he's sad on his bed. And his grandmother has a plate of dinosaur cookies. And she's like, Zeus's father is a deadbeat. And she's in Spanish, she says, if he ever shows his face here again, I'll tear him limb from limb. Then she clears her throat. And she's like, Zeus, I made you cookies shaped like dinosaurs. He's like, I don't want cookies. I just want to see Dad again. She's like, and he wants to see you. He's just busy. He's like, yeah, busy in New Orleans. She's like, yes, trust me. You'll feel better one day. And the twins are just looking on like, oh, this is awful. They're like, we promised Zeus a happy birthday, but how can we give that to him now? This goes beyond anything we know how to fix. And that's when they hear Blendin saying, this way. They're like, oh man, Mable, hide. And as the time cops are looking around, they're like, they've got to be around here somewhere. I heard them. There's a bird chirping, a tree gets blown up, and Robbie runs away crying. So the time cops are tracing their chrono signatures. And Blendin's like, man, the sooner I can defeat those kids in Globnar, the sooner I can get my time wish. One of the time cops is like, I'll tell you what, if I had a time wish, retire early, spend more time with the kids. They're like, yeah, with the kids. Don't you know that a time wish can literally do anything? Any impossible problem solved just like that. I mean, imagine the possibilities. Dipper's like, hey, Mable, that's it. The time wish. If we defeat Blendin in that space battle, like, then we could totally get the wish and wish that Zeus's dad came to his 12th birthday party and fix this whole problem. And Zeus's birthdays are going to be fixed forever. All of them. And she's like, but do you really think we can win Globnar? And he's like, well, there's only one chance we have. And besides, it's for Zeus. He would do the same for us. Like, Like, here we are, Blendin. We surrender. They're like, it's them. Freeze. One of these cops, Lulf, in fact, is like, be careful. They might have weird old-time powers. Like, they might have power muskets or slap bracelets. It's pretty good. They're like, look, guys, no tricks. We're just ready to challenge you, okay? And one's like, yes, let Globnar begin. Prepare for Globnar. That's when the time police realized they could have just muted Blandin this whole time. And they're like, oh man, that's so much better. I wish we had realized we could have done this earlier. And they all teleport away. They arrive at Globnar, the arena, and everybody's just like, yeah, this is... The crowd is pumped. They're ready to see some carnage, some action. And that's when Time Baby reveals himself. Which we've seen Time Baby once before. And he silences the crowd. One guy keeps cheering and Time Baby just deletes him from existence. Like, wow, that is one big baby. They're like, welcome to Globnar, tributes. I have a very important nap to get to, so let's make this quick. You each have a chance to settle your time feud through gladiatorial combat. A robot says you'll have the time until it takes Time Baby to drink this cosmic sand from this hourglass. And they try to feed Time Baby. He's like, no, don't want it. Like, come on, it's good for you. It's like, no. Blandin's like, when I'm finished with you, I want to make sure you were never born. Or rather, you'll wish you were born. Because I'm going to wish you were never born. He's like, dream on, there's two of us, and we have hair. It's like, oh yeah? Well, I have training. And he starts spinning a spear really fast. He's like, what do you think I did all that time in prison? They're like, uh-oh. Time Baby says, let Globnar begin. And so it starts. Their cuffs come off, and Blandin is ready to go. He screams, and they start fighting. And to be honest, Blandin 100% has them dead to rights. Every event, it seems like he's just going to come out on top. But it's a classic cartoon scenario where he'll win one, they'll win one. You know, we've seen this in multiple cartoons. There's a really good scene here of them trying to play chess when just a big monster comes through and busts it down. Looking back at the scoreboard, it's 244 to 244. And we just go through all these different time events. And they shove the monster back into its cage. And Time Baby says, you had escaped the Cyclops. And Blendin's like, yes, Blendin for almost win. Blendin is 1 point ahead. So which Time Baby says there's only one more final challenge for Globnar. An ancient game thousands of years old, chosen to exemplify it exemplifies pure strategy. Damn, that was hard to say for some reason. An ancient art of laser tag. The one who touches the victory orb will win first. Will win. And the twins are like, really? Seriously? Laser tag? Blendin says, "Oh, I know it doesn't seem that challenging now, but just wait until they turn on the fog machine. You'll be done for." just wait, just wait, and that's when Dipper hits Blandin with the laser. He just keeps shooting him. He's like, hit, hit, hit. Like, oh man, Mable, grab the orb. He's like, I got it. That's they just win, even though Blandin had more points.
The golden snitch type situation.
It is a golden stitch type situation, as the final score comes to 763 to 999. Type is like, you have made victory in Globnar. Before I give you your time wish, tell us, what do you decide the fate of this loser? And Lana's like, oh, jeez. And Mabel's like, death! Like, Mabel. It's like, oh, sorry, got carried away. So, Blendin did try to wish us out of existence, but it's kind of our fault for ruining his life. And Mabel's like, yeah, and he's kind of sad, too. Too sad to be a real bad guy. Like, maybe if we treat him right in the present, he'll turn out better in the future? And Dipper says, okay, as long as you keep an eye on him, we'd like to see Blendin free and restored to his position in the Time Anomaly Correction Unit. And they're like, yeah, and give him pretty hair, says Mabel. He's like, so be it. And Blendin's like, wait, what? You do that for me? As a little hairpiece grows. He's like, I got my job back. I feel like hugging someone. He's like, Lolf says, I can kill you in 8 different ways. He's like, yes, sir. He's like, now, children, what does you want for your time wish? The twins look between the order, like, they're like, thank you, but the wish isn't for us. And they're like, not for you, but then for who? Who is worthy to receive such power? We cut back over to the laser tag, and Soos is like, Dipper, Mabel, well, who am I kidding? I'm just not up for this. He exits the laser tag. He's like, heads I stay, tails I go make myself some dinosaur-shaped cookies. That's when time stops around him. And he's like, whoa, what's going on? That is unconventional. As he's looking at a frozen quarter in time. The twins appear behind him. They're like, Soos. He's like, guys. He's like, so we're so sorry we left you hanging, dude. We got caught up in this time travel junk. And there was a Cyclops. Oh, and don't forget about the time race. But the point is, Soos, we think we know how to fix your birthday. And he's like, whoa, really? Wait, so you guys did all of that for me?
And like their outfits are burnt and torn, and they're like bruised and dirty.
Blandin's like, that's not all they did. Behold, your time wish. The power to alter time, paradox free, in any way you choose. And Dipper's like, we think the only thing that can make you happy is meeting your dad. So the choice is yours. He's like, you mean I can finally see my dad by touching this thing? And you guys battled through time and space just to get this for me? And so Soos once again looks at his postcard that says, sorry, champ, couldn't make it this year, real busy again. See you next year for sure. And the twins are like, come on, Soos, what are you waiting for? And he's just looking at them totally like beat up. Back to the card, he's like, all right, here goes nothing. He touches the orb, flash of light, and the twins are instantly healed of all the bruises and bumps and scrapes. He's like, bam, fixed you up. Enjoy, dudes. But Soos, what about meeting your dad? He's like, well, birthdays are supposed to be spent with the people who care about you. But you know what? That dude didn't care enough to visit me even once, let alone fight monsters through time and space like you dudes. I mean, you had a gladiator fight just to make me happy. I've been ridiculous this whole time. Whoever my dad was, he could take a hike. I know who my family is now, and it's you dudes. Thanks for giving me the best birthday ever. Blandin is pissed. He's pissed as fuck. He's like, are you kidding me? Do you have any idea what you just wasted? You know how many people have died trying to get a time wish? The wars that were started? He's like, oh, that's not all, dudes. I also wish for this slice of pizza. Watch. He bites into it, and it grows back. He's like, you can do that for, like, infinity. Like, oh, yeah, nicely done. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, good wish.
I think I would like infinity pizza, but with one caveat.
Mm-hmm.
I can change the toppings.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Infinite slices of pizza, but you can always change the toppings. That's worth quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Zeus says there's still 10 minutes left before laser tag closes. You guys want to play? They're like, yeah. And then they run to the laser tag, and we get a look at the postcard in the trash. The ending credit scene is Zeus walking outside saying he thought he heard an explosion. That's when he picks up a screwdriver. He's like, whoa, what's this? It says Mystery Shack. He's like, we cut back over to Grunkle Stan kicking out the old handyman. He goes, you're the worst handyman I have ever seen. Zeus walks over to return the screwdriver. He's like, excuse me, sir. He's like, hey, you, Gumdrop. Think you can fix a golf cart? And Zeus is like, well, I don't know if he's like, boom, you're hired. One size fits all. And he walks away. And he goes to grief some more people. And that's how Zeus got his job at the Mystery Shack. Real good. Good episode. Really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites.
This is one I had not actually gone back and rewatched before we did the podcast, and honestly, it is a ton of fun. I really liked it. I forgot how good it was.
It's very good. Apparently, Zeus's birthday is July 13th, 1990.
I'm older than Soos.
If that was like his 10th birthday or whatever, that was taking place in the year 2000. Or wait, his 12th birthday, so the year 2002, to be exact. Neat. So, yeah, I think this is a great episode. There's nothing about it I would change. The jokes are super solid. The cryptogram at the end of the episode reads, join the time paradox avoidance enforcement squadron today. Great hours, solid benefits, sign up yesterday. Pretty good. Any thoughts? Or trivias?
No. Let's see, there's not really any new voice actors for this episode. Time Baby, maybe. Let's see.
Time Baby was done by Dave Wittenberg. Also did the voice of Wolf.
There you go.
There you
go. Honestly, this is just a really solid episode. There's not much I can say. It also goes by really quickly.
Yeah.
Like it's got great pacing. It does not feel like it's a half-hour episode.
Not at all.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've got. It's just good.
It's just solid. It's a solid episode, and we enjoy it. So since that's all we got, where can people find you online if they want to talk to you about stuff?
I am on Twitter way too much. I am at Dr. Sea Monster. That is at Dr. Sea Monster. Come and find me on Twitter, where you can see me Ken Frieza.
Oh no! Don't Ken Frieza.
Look, I've reached the point in my life as a non-binary person where I've gotten attached emotionally to a fictional character as goals, and for some reason it's Frieza. I can't explain it. I kind of just want to be an androgynous space lizard.
Okay.
I just kind of want to be an androgynous space lizard, you know?
Fair enough.
How about you?
You can find me, as always, on Twitter at ThatFirePrincess, spelled D-A-T. You can find me on the numerous podcasts I do, such as Let's Pull the Trigger on a podcast, where it's just this, but for everything Studio Trigger has ever done.
You're almost done with Kill la Kill.
Yeah, there's only 9 more series to watch.
Oh yeah, it's going to be going on forever. But
I'm crying.
I'm not gonna be crying until we have to watch Darling in the Franxx.
Did you know that birth rates are low in Japan?
Yes.
So yeah, that's where you can find me. Just doing podcasts, like that one and this one, and on Twitter. So there we go. Kind of derailed myself. So until next time, remember.
Reality Solution. The universe is a hologram. Bye, Gold. Bye.
Bye.
Whoa, thought I heard an explosion. Whoa, what's this? Mystery Shack.
That is it! You are single-handedly the worst handyman I've ever seen!
Hey, excuse me, sir.
Hey you, Gumdrop. Think you can fix a golf cart?
Well, I don't know if I...
Boom, you're hired. One size fits all. Step right up to the Mystery Shack, folks. Step right up!